Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome to another video where I'm gonna be talking about the things that I've recently did. I've actually opened a campaign for a specific Alola Pokemon which I did an art form for, and if you're interested in checking it out, the t-shirt, the link in description somewhere down there. Go check it out. If it's something you want to wear, something you can afford to wear, or generally just want to support, then please be willing to purchase such item. But most of all, if you want to just share it with other people, other social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and if you're willing to do that, just let me know in the comment section so I can actually appropriately thank you for it. I have to admit that there has been a lot of things going on financially right now. I'm living in my own, I don't know how you say that in English, let's say Garçonniera. So I'm living in my own Garçonniera, basically, having a fridge filled up with riches and bills and shit. Evening school starting up very, very soon right now, and evening school being an adult school, it can be very expensive, and I have to think finances right now above all else. You just have to, or else I'm gonna have hard time sleeping at night. Still, it is what it is. Right now, what I'm saying is that I've did half of the work regarding my computer because there is something I haven't mentioned much on this channel, and that was that my computer, as of late, the reason I've been having problems uploading rendering stuff back in the days and having so much time in between them is because this rendering took 4 to 5, even to 8 hours of time rendered. So if I put a webcam in there and I put layout in there as well, which I did sometimes, the rendering time was incredibly intense, and I had to put it to 1 core just so my PC case wouldn't heat up. Now I'm going to show you something. You see down there, right there, that is my PC case. Now it's an older one, it's from 2009 era. It's only a case, so case don't really represent much, so it's a very, very old one. I think it was back in the days when I still worked at Meat Factory. Yeah, I believe that was done when I bought myself a case, a PC case, just complete. It's a mini case, kind of, with requirements. Well, let's just put it this way. That case can only take mini motherboards, the small ones, which can only support up to 1 graphic card, most of them, if not all of them. Now, I got a big graphic card in there, a very good one. It's about 4 years old, but it was one of the best and a very expensive card back in the days, and it can even compete with the newest games out there and play them on a pretty reasonable level. So the card is impressive. It really is an impressive card. Now, the GPU is not a problem. It's my case. Now I got some good news about the case, but I'm gonna go first to the things that I want to do for you guys. Basically, the t-shirts I mentioned, all the finances. If I can make anything from that t-shirt section, that's gonna go directly to the savings for improvements upon changing my components. Now I have to admit that there's other ways. I have to basically other ways that I want to build up finances, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's just go back to the computer case. So GPU is in okay standing. I also got a fan for the GPU, Zalmar. It's a very good brand. It's one of the best when it comes down to air coolers, and I cannot complain, but it's also a very big one. So basically with a big big card, a video card, GPU, basically speaking, gaming card, and a Zalmar basically cooling down your temperatures on your CPU. Let's just say that it can really stock up the space, and it's kind of like suffocating the whole place. So what I did is I ordered a proper case, a bigger one, with lots of air conditioning. Let's just put it at lots of places where you can easily put a ventilation system in there. I believe up to 6 or 7. So there's going to be a lots of heat up, just blowing it out of the case to claim some stable balanced temperatures in my case, so nothing will die on me or become risky. So that's something I definitely have to watch out for, and that's why I ordered myself a proper case, which should arrive in a couple of days. Now I also ordered myself a motherboard. A better one, because this motherboard right in there, while it was one of the best in its time, because I also always go into analyzation. I'm a very analytical person. Statistics tend to attract me a lot, and think that's partially why I like Pokemon competitive and all the the knowledge of how much stuff do. But basically speaking, the motherboard case right now as it is, I have to generally replace it because motherboard is the heart of it all. Most components go onto the motherboard outside the power supply, outside of the DVD drive, DVD unit, all those things. But generally speaking, basically I have to replace it because the socket wasn't supportive of the newest processors. The socket is I'm not gonna go specifically into it. It's AM2 plus, but it's not AM3 plus, for example, which means the processor is limited to. I actually got the best one in there to a reach where it could actually support, but after that, it was not supported, and I had to. Basically, I had to just stick with the stuff I had. So processor is definitely limited because of that reason. But with the newest motherboard coming in, which for its price and for its price for what it gives, also it's a very good one, and it will easily allow me to upgrade my processor to the newest one that are out there, or to a recent, not the expensive ones, but let's just say kind of looking for a medium range. Computer, as I always did, not the low one, because the low ones tend to be very, if you want to game and render and Twitch stream, you kind of want to go that medium range sometimes. And I think that the prices, there's not lots of good deals out there if you really are diving into the information of it all. But basically, I have to change some stuff, starting with the CPU after my motherboard is changed, which is gonna arrive in a couple of days, as much as my case. The GPU doesn't have to be changed. What else do I have to change? I still have to change, well, the fan is also gonna go well on the other CPU. That shouldn't be a problem. But basically RAM also have to be changed in there. I got 4 gigabytes right now, so that's not that impressive. I definitely gotta go at least 8 or 16. If not 16, RAM aren't really that big of a deal. But basically what I'm saying is that I've been doing some work on Twitter. I've been very grateful, very happy that people have took not really my skills. It's some people, the things I do are not that professional. They're not professional. I'm only a beginner in logos that I did, but people liked it and they wanted to willing to support me. And let's just say that's something that I enjoy and I can make money from. Money will motivate me, and if I can put that money into upgrading something for YouTube, especially as my PC case is meant to be taken as YouTube, because I got my laptop right here, but this laptop isn't meant to be taken for gaming at all. It can barely play GBA games, so that already tells you what kind of power it has. It's really bad one, but I took this one for my sister in Spain. I bought it so she can have a contact with my mother when she was there over Skype. So it had its values, it was used well, and I'm even using it now, and I think the webcam is pretty damn decent for what it is. But still, I'm looking into my case right now, and I have to change this case to provide you guys quality that you guys deserve. So I've been looking into all sorts of ways to financially cover myself, to get past months, and also have school and all. School being very expensive as it is every single month going in. I have to also think about that. But basically, as an adult right now, 28 years old, logo work. If you're interested in my logo work, want me to do you something, maybe there's a leak going on and you want me to make you something, I would be really, really happy to get back to you. Twitter is the best way to inform me. Make a tweet directly to me, or just ask me to follow you so I can directly message you back. That's also a way, or maybe I'm just gonna open direct message to everybody, but I don't think that I'm gonna do that. Still, what else? T-shirts also, if you're willing to support me, T-shirts are also going to be one thing that I will be keep on stocking up, probably making a new campaign, updating it in description on this video. Just keep on doing it, so it's going to be out there for people to purchase. So the time limit is limited right now, but once it's done, I'm still going to make new one. So it's going to keep on going, keep on stocking up, because Teesprings, you generally don't really lose anything outside of gaining it if you can get customers, which is something that I'm basically eager to make, and I got my goals right now, and one of them is actually upgrading my computer case to a degree where I don't have to risk it, because it's been throwing me down. It's actually been it's been resetting on me when I was using Sony Vegas a lot. It's come down to 4, 5, 8 hours of rendering. It is ridiculous, and I don't want to go through that pain actually, because by the time you go render it on YouTube, you're kind of thinking it's too much for one episode or one part. You know, it is a little bit too much. It's overdoing it. So I definitely have to think about this. So that's why I'm saying I have to upgrade my stuff I have in there, you know, basically to give you guys quality and still keep some quantity to it, because I don't want to be, you know, completely overdoing it on this one video, but then overdoing it with rendering to a degree where it's actually crazy. It's actually putting stress on my computer, and it's going down and down and down, and everything can go down. So basically I cannot risk, I just can't release the heat right now. If I go check out the temperatures when I'm playing just the most standard games, it's out there. So the case is definitely giving me problems, so I have to change that. But what I want to say is that I've been debating about this, because there is a lot of mixed feelings for, you know, there are reasonable reasons, of course, but there's a lot of mixed feelings, especially maybe people accept this more nowadays as they did back in the days, because there was typical sayings behind it. But let's just say that as it is right now, and in this case being mostly that I had there being mostly used for YouTube and upgrading it for YouTube, I generally want it to be as best as possible as it can be for its price. So generally speaking, I'm gonna give you guys quality, but I also wanna, you know, give back something in return. So logo work has been one of the ways so I can give back to return, and t-shirts is one of those things that I can, you know, kind of like exchange. You can wear something and you pay for it, you know, just generally, like, you know, like life works. But I also decided that this is gonna be an optional thing, and nobody's pointing a gun to your head. You know, I'm no Joker from Suicide Squad. While I did watch that movie just recently, and I really enjoyed it. I also want to say, you know, it's an optional thing, so I'm gonna leave a donation link down there for anybody out there that can afford. And maybe you've been watching. I mean, if you're still watching this right now, there are maybe two reasons why you probably like watch me: because you enjoy my content, you want to see me come back. Second is maybe, you know, you hate my guts, and generally I don't know why you watch me then. But you know what I'm saying is that if you're still here and listening to me, and basically want me to get out, you know, get out. I've been watching those Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Get down, get to the chopper. Man, freaking silly. But really, let me not try to change the subject here. I'm gonna have the donation link down there, so if anybody out there can afford to support me directly, and you know, be watching me for years, then you know, I'm basically opening my arms to such support. You know, generally speaking, it's kind of a bit of a hard subject to talk about and mention it and even make an option. But then again, you know, we are adults here. And you know, you're probably not a person that has a, you know, asking for parents. No. If you're minor, forget that. Okay, just share this video with others if you want. I will be more than happy with that. Just don't be asking any parents. You know, if you're an adult here with your own card, your own decisions to make in life, and you're willing to support, then of course there is nobody out there that should tell you, hey, you shouldn't or you should do this. You know, it is up to us to decide on such factors. But that's basically a big reason, a big step forward to actually include it as an optional thing. So if you want to directly support me, then I'm nobody to tell you otherwise. And I think there is nobody out there that should tell you, you should or shouldn't do. It's up to you, as much as it is up to me to make it as an option or not. But at the same time, it is up to me to change that PC case, and also up to me to continue with my YouTube channel. But big motivation, big step, and push me forward is also having a PC case that doesn't slow me down, because I feel like a snail sometimes rendering that. If you render stuff for 8 hours, you feel like, no, it's not worth it. You know, I don't want to have stuff in my PC case just completely, you know, as you go to sleep, opened and just rendering. Sometimes, you know, want to turn it off. You know, nowadays we have our computers a little bit turn off a little bit too much. So that's how I feel. And I think the whole extended time that is in there, as every machine has its own ticker, his own heartbeat, based on the hours of use and the stress it's been going through, processor stress and all these things, especially when it actually shuts down on the 80%, and then you keep on need to do it again because the heat then you know you got a problem. So basically stuff need to be changed in there, and I just wanted to make it clear that I have to change this stuff before I can truly give you guys the quality, the videos, the quantity you, everybody that's watching this, deserve. So I have to think about that. The GPU, luckily enough, is not an issue. The motherboard has already been replaced by me, and the case has already been replaced. So case, motherboard, and GPU is in good standings. Now for everything else, CPU, RAM, and probably a power supply, depending. I think this power supply is a good one still, but CPU and RAM are pretty much the things that I'll have to change, and RAM aren't really that expensive. It is the CPU that's pretty expensive, and I have to think about having a medium good decent CPU for it. So basically the CPU doesn't hold back the graphic card, but then again, there's no way a CPU could ever hold back the graphic card, because the graphic card is kind of old, but it's a very good one. So graphic card doesn't need a change for at least next 2 years, I would assume. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Again, if you want to directly support me and you can afford to do so, I will have donation link down in the description. Let me know so I can appropriately thank you in my next video. Also, you know, I got logos that I can do for you, because I really want to earn this. You know, I really want to have my arms busy. If there's anything, hands busy, if there's anything out there I can do for you, please let me know. And if it is in my reach that I can do, I will probably do so. Basically, you know, also the t-shirts out there, again, all these things will go directly to my technical difficulties. So basically, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, 16 minutes in, I think I've talked enough for this video. I don't want to make it too long. So thank you very much for watching. Share this with others, and let it be known that I am coming back no matter what. And we're going to be let's playing Pokemon games, probably. I'm going to Twitch stream some other games, or maybe Pokemon let's plays. But generally speaking, I don't think I'm going to go competitive for now, at least until the newest games come out. Then I will definitely dive myself into it. But right now, competitive isn't really holding me as much as I would rather want to do webcam and, you know, Kaizo Blue and games like that, which people enjoy that quite well, you know, quite much. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay healthy, take care, peace.